Greetings, Earthbound travelers. Welcome to tonight's episode of Will of the Dice presents Bloodlines. I'm the Tier the DM, the world's AKS DM, and I will be guiding you through this. My pronouns are he, him. Before we get started, we do have some announcements, some introductions, that sort of stuff. First off, we are for mature audiences. Your discretion is advised. Secondly, we are in no way, shape, form affiliated or associated with any TTRPG creators, manufacturers, or publishers. We are just some people that get together to have some fun and share that fun with you. That being said, we will go into I will be frozen periodically. Forced move, new Wi-Fi, dealing with getting the kinks out of the network. Hopefully we'll have it resolved here in a couple of weeks, knock on wood. Anyway, let's go ahead and do introductions.
Hi everyone, I'm Alice, and tonight I'll be the voice of Winter, a half-tabaxi, half-orc, or Torque if you would, the only known, as far as I'm concerned, bastard child of Croc's Shadowstalker, although he might have more than one, who knows, he got around. She has blue-gray fur all over her. She's got prominent canines, but 2 lower tusks that show her orc heritage. And she's a bit scrappy, a bit sarcastic at times, but she's generally got a good heart. And you can find me on Twitter at Cap'n Cupcake.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christina. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the voice of Tiami Frostmane, also she, her. She is the princess of Telegarios, daughter of Torius Frostmane, and she's here just learning about this place and showing her royal oats, so to speak. And you can find me on Twitter at TMorskaskula.
Well, hello everyone. It's me, Patrick, the voice of Shariz. My pronouns are he, they, and Shariz's pronouns are he, him. He's slightly shorter for Alexidon, but he's the miracle child of Zaraj, you know, that famous heroine that saved or helped a bunch of other people save the world. He's currently on SARS. Basically, he's on a vacation. He's gonna go explore the world, he's gonna go do the world, and he's gonna go drink and eat with the world, and not necessarily all in that order. And honestly, he almost just fucking died, so he's kind of really wondering if this was such a good idea after all. And you can find me on Twitter at PeculiarPatrick.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley, and tonight I'm going to be playing Kalira. Both of us have she, her pronouns. Kalira is a 2'8" tall halfling presenting young lady with gnomish ears and little fangs where her canine teeth should be. She's got short, curly purple hair, wears a nose ring in her septum, and she's just got kind of a giddy, excited attitude about everything. She wants to know how everything works and why. You can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
All right. That being said, do have to give shout outs to our very own peculiar Patrick Taylor, for the music that we'll be doing tonight. And a shout out to InSketched for the art that you will see during the battle scenes. I think all of that is we're good to go. This move has me all thrown off. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I'm on call. Yay, work. So this may be a short game. It may be a game where we have to take a 10-minute break while I handle something. We're just going to take it by ear. This season, trying not to take everything as hardcore as I did last season because I was getting close to burning out. We'll see. Yeah. That being said, any final words before we get started? Wow, I didn't get a not the face.
Right, not the hair. And my pronouns and Winter's pronouns are both she, her.
Yeah, sorry, not the face is Locke's line.
Yep.
I figured I'd get something. As always, tonight's safe word is porcelain. Let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? When last we left the party, they had escaped the confines of the prison wagon, escaping narrowly in time as the prison wagon was obviously booby-trapped and exploded. They had made their way to a clearing where they found duffel bags, a duffel bag for each of them, containing the precious items that they had left in their wake after being arrested. They had a conversation with the Emerald Lady, telling them that Lord Hindelmeyer was dead. They found a note that read differently for each and every one of them, a ominous message to each party member that when it touched the ground became a raven and flew away. They have a map, thanks to a pearl that Tiami found, that illuminates on their horns. Unfortunately, this map is also a wild magic trigger, or the pearl that illuminates the map. I think that about catches everything up. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's session. You're here in this clearing. Night is falling. The wind is taking a chill, as it is the harvest season. It is autumn, if you wish to name it that. The fall time, the large trees that surround the clearing, their leaves orange and red, a beautiful sight. The sky painted pink as the darkness begins to seep through, the twinkling of stars, and there on the horizon, slowly coming into view, is the twin moons. You are here in this clearing. Some of you dressed, some of you half dressed, some of you wearing the plain clothes that were provided for you, others preferring to wear your normal attire. What would you like to do, my party?
Well, considering it's probably been a while since any of us ate, it's definitely been a while since Winter ate anything. She's going to set up something that we haven't seen in quite a while from season 1. The cauldron that can produce any food that you want it to.
Wait a
That
second. Is that what I think it is? And look, and he's gonna hupple over and just look into it and go, chili beef stew con carne.
and behold, a fire will appear beneath the cauldron, soft billows of smoke rising, the smell of chili con carne drifting to your nostrils as it fills.
I thought you were vegetarian.
I just wanted to see if it would work.
Yeah, I'll eat it. She'll take the bowl.
All right.
As Kalira
Nom
is
nom nom.
as Kalira is finishing getting dressed, because it's probably a little chilly. Oh, it's a good thing you didn't break the chalk. And she'll just keep fiddling around.
Wait, you made new chalk?
Oh no, Shiraz had the chalk up his nose, and we needed it to get out of the wagon. I'm just glad he didn't break it.
All right. Does anyone else have a bowl that I can use? I don't really have stuff. I can trade you for something.
Oh,
She's gonna pull out her mess kit. I think this is a bowl.
Oh, perfect. Here you go.
oh, I wasn't really ready for a camping trip. I don't really have any of that kind of stuff.
Is that beef? Are you feeding me beef? That's a little rude.
It's actually
It's kind
the
of rude.
name. The name of it is actually beef chili, which is more beef, with con carne, which is more meat. So it's really just meat, 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 meat. I don't eat it, and I just wanted to see if it was a thing.
And so you're feeding me beef.
Do minotaurs not eat beef?
Not outside the bedroom.
What? He's gonna pour the bowl back in and go,
Sandwich milk water.
Can I have just a nice, a vegetable stock with turnips and leeks and hand pulled noodles?
And lo and behold, it appears.
Um. Oh. Hang on. Actually, can I just get some boiling water for a second?
The dish that you last requested stays.
Look. Well. Okay, and he'll take the bowl in his nose because he can kind of swing it a little bit harder, and like tries to like swing air dry this bowl because he was trying to clean it before he puts this vegetable soup in it. But then he scoops the vegetable soup and hands it over. Huh?
Eat up.
Huh? I'll eat after everyone else eats.
I gave you a bowl for you.
I needed a bowl so I could serve everyone else. And if we only have one bowl, that means you have to eat. And then after you're done eating, I have to fill up the next bowl so the Kalira can eat. And then after that, I'm going to force feed that guy who's got the NPC light on. And then I'm going to feed myself.
I bet you he has a bowl.
It's very rude to go through someone's stuff when their NPC light is on. I learned that from my mom.
Well, after Winter has finished being distracted by the bowl of meat, she's gonna look at the ground at the more meat that's on the ground. Oh, great. Now the camp's gonna have ants. Do you want ants? Because this is how you get ants.
Ants are pretty friendly if you want to talk to them. I learned that from my mom too.
Your mom sounds kind of like my aunt.
They're probably very similar. Lots of camping trips, and she'd probably bop me over the head and say, "Sir Riz, you know you were getting ready to go camping. You shouldn't have spent all your money on jewels and diamonds. But I was going to a party and I wanted to look the fanciest in the room."
Yami's gonna roll her eyes at Shiraz, walk over to the cauldron and go, "Banana fish fritters."
Nothing happens.
Can't get good banana fish anywhere.
The cauldron has a limitation of it can only do 2 dishes at a time. So until it is put away and then redeployed.
Eat your noodles.
Hmm.
Or I'm telling your mom.
He'll hand the bowl over to Kalira.
Oh, sure. I'm always up for trying new things. She'll, I guess, sip on the bowl if there's no spoon.
Well, it's a mess kit, so it's got like
spoon. The mix of soup and chili is a little weird, but it's okay. Not as good as my dad's cooking.
Right.
I'm gonna take the cup and scoop out soup in the cup and just sip it.
Okay.
No chili.
Riz will just wait for the bowl.
Shiraz, as you're waiting, the sound of something clattering at your feet will appear. A bowl that looks like a miniature version of the cauldron with a small ladle will appear at your feet.
Oh. Scoop it up with his nose, pick the ladle up out of it with his hand. Oh. He'll look at it kind of inquisitively and get it really close to his mouth and whisper to it, "Cucumber sandwich, milk."
Nothing.
Mm. Oh. Then he'll dump the whole cauldron thing into the soup and pull it back out, and then use the ladle to eat to try and like kind of wiggle the hand pulled noodles around it, and also be able to get soup at the same time and feed himself.
Sharice?
Oh.
I thought you didn't have a bowl. Where'd that come from?
Oh.
Wait, so it just showed up out of nowhere and you're just eating out of it?
Should I not do that?
At this point.
I mean, strange bowls appearing out of nowhere seems like a good way to get poisoned.
He'll immediately like drop the ladle, drop the little like handheld cauldron bowl, and just he's like he's not freaking out, but he's got like a really serious look on his face. He's thinking of every single type of poison that he's learned about from his mom. He's thinking so hard about like every survival trick that he needs to. He's looking around to see any of the foliage to see if he has to make a poultice really soon. He's like checking himself. His nose has come to like check his pulse, and he's like counting it on his like 4 fingers.
Give me a perception check.
A perception check is what I shall give you, and that is I'm assuming it's not a smell perception check, so
No.
it's a 13.
Okay. You hear, in your heightened state of panic as you're looking around, trying to decipher the surroundings that you're in, you hear the sound of armor. Someone's coming.
How'd it go?
He's like kind of freaking out for a second. Then you see him, he takes a big deep breath in. I need everyone to follow me right now and don't ask any questions, please. And then he immediately just starts walking away from the sounds of somebody coming and into like the tree line to try and like get like a hiding position. It's gonna be really hard for a Luxodon to hide in the trees, but you know,
Why?
that's where they like hide in jungles.
Why? Where are we going? Did you hear something? Did you smell something? What's going on?
He's walking. He said the thing and then he started walking.
Oh no, she's following you, but she's asking questions.
Oh, I don't know. But we're gonna go over here now. Just try to be quiet. We don't want to disturb the animals in the forest.
You're acting weird.
I could have been poisoned. I didn't bring anything to be prepared for camping. My mom's probably gonna find out I was arrested. It's a pretty weird day today.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why we're hiding in the trees.
Let's get down now. And he's gonna like hunch down and use like his trunk to like get Kalira to kind of push down as well.
Lower than her 2'8".
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, give me stealth checks.
Okay.
What is Tiami doing?
She's walking slowly and far away behind him. She's not sure if he's hallucinating or whatever. So.
And Winter?
She just sort of sighs and packs up the cauldron and shuffles after everyone, not very quietly because she is in her armor now because she decided not to wear the plain clothes.
It's at this time that you will see soldiers come through the tree line from the opposite direction that Shariz and Kalira went. Tiami, you're about at the clearing line Winter, you have just packed up the cauldron when these 3 soldiers come through, spears in hand. Halt!
Oh no. Oh no.
By the way, what was those stealth checks, Clear?
Unnatural 20.
And
15.
okay.
Yes, good sirs.
You look like them that went and escaped.
This looks like I escaped.
Yeah, they were wearing fanciness too.
Oh, I'm glad that you think my camping clothes are fancy. I try so hard. Isn't that right, honey? And she's gonna reach over towards Winter. Just going on a little love picnic.
Yeah.
All right. One of you make a deception roll with advantage as the other one is helping.
Uh, 15?
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get my dice out.
That means I automatically win, right?
Oh,
He
no.
can't roll
No.
against you.
You can't
I'm
roll
getting my
against
dice
you.
right now. Now, when I test rolled them yesterday, they did really good.
Here,
Hopefully they got all their good rolls out.
while you get your dice together, can I ready an action to do a spell on the off chance this all goes sideways?
You can, but depending on the components of the spell, you may give up your hiding spot.
Oh, that's fine. There's Shariza's gonna because this is fun. I would like to ready Scorching Ray. It's a level 2 spell, so yes, I'll get to the wild magic portion of it that I know that you will love so much. But it'll be. I just want to hold that on the off chance it seems like it goes sideways. Shariz is gonna jump up, point his trunk out, because his gem on the end of his nose ring is his arcane focus, and he's gonna shout at them. But only if it seems like it goes sideways. He's very confused and he's not really sure this is gonna work, but he wants to help.
Okay, so you are standing up and pointing your trunk at these people, preparing the spell.
No, my action is to pop up and use the spell as my action. I'm just wanting to ready it on the trigger being the guards are like, yeah, okay, come with us, kind of thing. If they are not convinced, I want to use Scorching Ray at them.
Okay, so you have the spell readied.
Yes.
Okay. And you rolled a 15 on your deception.
Yep.
I rolled a 16 on my insight. Oh, a lover's picnic, eh?
Yeah, we were just clearing up the cauldron.
Right. And where's your friends?
At
What
their
time?
own houses.
Why does everyone always have to do things the hard way?
Okay, that's when I jump up.
Phrasing.
That's the hard way is definitely colloquially known throughout all lands as this is going sideways.
Alrighty.
So I create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. My range is 120 feet. I hurl them at several targets instead of just one.
Okay.
So the first ray is a 12.
That hits.
That is 3 points of fire damage for that ray. The second ray is a 9.
That does not hit.
Okay. And the third ray is a 17.
That hits.
And that is a 6 fire damage. And after I do that, it's going to be a very billowing, trumpeting sound of "Run!" And he's going to scoop up Kalira and run.
Well, what happens is you release the fire, damaging the 3 knights in front of you. As you billow run, the pearl in Tiami's gear flashes, an audible flash even through the gear. A blue, sparkling flash that would be beautiful if it was not for what it heralded. I need a D100, Patrick.
Also, do you want me to roll a d20 after I just cast the Wild Magic Surge from my own spell?
Do I want to be that mean? Yes. Yes, I want to be that mean.
Well, this one only goes off if I roll a 1, which is fine.
Yes.
But I'll roll the D100. I rolled an 11 for my own wild magic.
Alrighty.
And for your D100, oh, that's nice-ish. 8.
This is going to suck. The magic around you crackles as you see a mote of red energy appear as it begins to grow into a flaming sphere and falls at your feet. I need Kalira and Shariz to make a dexterity saving throw as this fireball blasts off. What's your DC, Shariz?
My spell DC is 15.
All right. 8d6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What did you get, Kalira?
A whole 11.
Ooh, Shariz.
And I got a 9.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
Locke's gonna come back and be like, "Hey, what happened?" And be like, "Well, you see, I accidentally killed 2 of us. Just permanently killed 2 of us. It's fine. Not really, but
Oh, damn. This is bad.
no, I'm aware. This is wild magic. This is why I don't play with magic. I play martial classes only."
How bad is it, Tyr?
It is 20 points of fire damage.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
That is DM adjusting.
That's fair. Give it to me straight. Would I have nuked us? Did I just nuke us?
I rolled a lot of damage.
Yeah, probably double my 21 health points.
Mm.
Yeah.
The dice were really nice, but I'm being generous. I'm saying that you all passed your DC check because it was a wild magic surge and not you intentionally casting it. So I set the DC lower. So yeah.
So that's half. Is that what you say? That's half? So yeah, he would have killed us both.
My first instant
not
kill.
me.
No,
Not me.
Shariz would have killed us both.
Yeah. Because I forgot about the pearl.
He warned us at the beginning.
See, this is how I know people don't listen to what I say.
I'm playing a character that doesn't understand magic. He's had magic for less than a year. He doesn't know what he's doing.
That's fair.
I lean into the bad decisions sometimes. This one I felt that was good. Whoopsie. Sorry.
The blast will blind you temporarily, and as it clears, there are 3 more soldiers behind you with their spears pointing at you.
Guys, I think we have to go to jail. My mom's gonna be so pissed. And he's just gonna start crying. He's like half on fire. It's like the cartoon like soot cover here. He's done. He's going to jail.
Well, you would have gone to jail had you surrendered. But I need everybody to now roll initiative. Kalira,
2.
Shariz,
I got a 6th.
Tiami,
15.
and Winter.
4.
We're really good at Dungeons and Dragons, guys.
I miss playing Dandy when I had really good rolls 90% of the time.
All right, Tiami, you're up first.
Of course I am. Thank you so much. Alright. How far away from me are the guards?
Which set?
Both sets, so I can decide which I'm going to do.
Okay. So the ones in front of you are 5 feet away from you. The ones behind you are about 25 feet away.
Awesome. So I am going to take a step up to the closest guard
Okay.
and attempt to touch him
Okay.
because I want to cast a spell, but it's a touch spell.
Okay. So go ahead and cast your spell. Is it a DC or an attack?
It's an attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
17?
17 hits.
Awesome. So I cast Inflict Wounds.
All right.
It takes 3d10 necrotic damage. $14 points.
And that will drop that one.
Awesome. I only get 1 attack at this level, so.
So you all will hear bowstrings as you see guards begin to fall. The 2 before you and Winter, the 3 before Kalira and Shariz will all fall to the ground dead, pierced by multiple arrows. You will see 4 blue tieflings appear from the tree line. The one wearing a red cloak instead of the black cloak that the other 3 are wearing will step forward shouldering his bow. You all need to learn to be more careful.
Did we
Riz is still
know you?
crying.
No, but we know you. We are here to see that you get safely to your destination. We are the Wolf Guard.
I'm sorry. Maybe it's just the fireball that went off in my face. But you don't look like wolves. Are you?
We are named after our master.
Well, that was going to be my question. Who's your master?
Lord Anthony Wolf McBain.
Oh, I heard his name at the party.
Yep. Tammy's gonna make sure that they've grabbed everything. Like she's just going around the campsite, just making sure that they've grabbed everything. Grabbing NPC Atreus. Let's just go. Let's go.
Take a rest here for tonight. We will guard you. On the morning, you must get to your destination. More
have a
guards
question.
will be coming.
I have a question, Tyr.
Yeah.
Of the ones present, I mean, Winter wouldn't be able to know what his face looks like at all, but would any of the other three notice that one of them would be New Antovar?
No.
Okay.
Riz isn't paying attention to any of that. He's crying over the fact that he almost died and he almost killed one of his new friends. And he thought he was doing the right thing, and then wild magic happened, and he's just blubbering and crying.
Claire is just going to kind of pat him on the trunk if he's down low enough. Otherwise, she'll pat him on the knee.
I'm gonna go up and cast Cure Wounds on both of you. So
I'm sorry, guys. I am so rusty. It's been a couple of weeks, so I'll get back into the swing of things.
all right. 14 to Shariz. And it didn't roll for that one. Awesome. I love when it does that. $11 for Kalira.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. I mean, if you guys are gonna guard us while we...
Where's your gear?
This is it.
At home. Mostly.
2 of them are unprepared.
I wasn't
I
supposed to be
was
going camping. I was
just
supposed to
gonna
be staying at a school in a fancy room.
I was supposed to just go to a party, and I figured I would just trade my jewels for things. And he will open the sack and show the one in the red, just the one in the red, just this sack that's filled with all of his jewelry that are gems and stones. He's just like, I don't have anything but money.
Going to be an interesting night for you lot. And as if to emphasize his words, thunder will roll across the sky. Dark clouds rolling in. The pitter-patter of rain falling first to the leaves before you feel the cool autumn raindrops on your flesh.
Winter's gonna crumple her face, just sort of wince at... Because wet... water coming from sky. Cat. No.
It will then begin to pour torrentially downward.
My dad's insane. This is not a good omen.
Do any of the plants have large leaves?
Give me an investigation check.
Can I do a nature check or a survival check to try and rudimentarily build us something because my mom was a druid?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Take the 16 of those two. Investigation. That makes it 26.
There is a plant that has very large, broad-shaped leaves with beautiful purple globules hanging under each one of them.
Is the plant large enough that I can like sit under the leaf, or
Yeah, it's a large plant.
she's just gonna kind of? I know as the player, I'm like, this is probably fishy, but she wouldn't know any better. So I'm just gonna sit under the leaf because I'm tiny.
There's trees around, right?
There is. But before you do that, what did you get, Shariz?
19 on that survival check.
You are able to put together a pretty decent lean-to that would accommodate. Roll a d4.
Please roll 4. Please roll 4. Please roll 4. It's a 3.
It will accommodate 3 people.
Shuriz will build this thing and look really nice, and then look over at the plant. Can I do a nature check to see what this plant is that Kalira is sitting under?
We'll get back to that. Tiami, what was you going to do?
And asked Shariz to help me tie this net up on the tree, and then I was going to take my blanket and the bedding in my bedroll and try to make some kind of like tarp-like covering so that we can extend it for everyone.
That's a good idea. Wait, hang on. What's that plant you're sitting under?
Oh, I don't know. It just had big leaves, and I'm little.
The water collecting in the leaves will begin to slowly sink downward. The purple fruit growing ever closer. You will notice that it has a sparkle, almost a glitter to it.
All right, at this point, I think I would like to do a nature check because she's inquisitive enough she'd want to try to figure out what this is.
Okay, go ahead.
And
while you're doing that, Winter.
Winter has the cauldron not set up at all, but she just has it, just holding it over her head. Just very angry at being a soaking wet cat.
So, Shariz and Tiami, you all extend the structure. So now all of you can get under the dryness. What did you get there, Kalira?
26.
26. Awesome. You have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it seems to be getting squished down by the rain.
Come over here.
Doing that, are you touching the fruit?
No.
Okay. You're muted.
Sorry, I talk with my hands. They're usually down off screen, but I the player talk with my hands. Sorry, y'all. I'm from New York.
From other player, we have the thing. We just did the thing, and it's big enough for all of us.
Oh, okay. She'll scurry over to the little shelter.
I need a dex check to see if you can bypass the fruit.
Okay. Dex is like one of my worst.
Winter's just gonna gun for shelter. And she's gonna end up stripping again because now she's wet and she needs to dry off.
What'd you get on that dex check?
15.
You missed the fruit.
Oh, good. Because that sounds ominous. Once under the cover, I'll probably she'll start using prestidigitation to try to dry herself off.
Oh, wait, I can do that too. And he'll wave his trunk over Winter's now wet clothes, and they will be dried. Dry clothes.
I need both of you to roll a D100.
Oh, because it's... This pearl is so, like, sensitive. Why can't it just be level 1 spells, like my regular magic?
Right? Like, David, cantrip's not safe either? That's
Nothing.
75.
75.
And I got a 1.
This is why I'm glad I picked to play a fighter for the group's tank instead of something that has magic.
You will all become blinded as Kalira begins to glow brightly. This almost divine aura casting out 30 feet in all direction. You're all blinded for the next short bit. Sure is. At the start of each of your turns, you have to roll a D100 for the next minute.
That's fair. That happens.
Turn it down.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I did. I was just drying my clothes.
Can we get rid of this? What is doing this? I wish I was a smarter character, because a smarter character would have figured this out. But I have an average intelligence of 10, and there's no way that an average person would be like, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't do that.
You've already done an insight check and determined that the pearl is a wild magic trigger. So I would be safe to say that it will dawn on you about this time that the pearl triggers when any magic is used or cast. Not like magic items don't trigger it, but the casting of spells does.
You want to roll another D100?
Yeah.
That was a 19.
The ground that was dry beneath each of you suddenly becomes very, very wet as grease appears. You are now in difficult terrain.
Winter is just the most unhappy twerk to ever exist right now. Her tail is flicking, so angry.
I guess it's a good thing I was already sitting down. Grease is a spell that she's used a lot, so she's familiar with this.
What do you mean? And he's gonna slip and fall, obviously, because it's comedy.
Oh, that!
Are you sure?
Yes, I slip and fall.
Okay.
It's just a regular old slip. I'm in grass. I could slip on my butt. Right?
Yep.
Can we roll another D100?
Yep.
That's a 50.
For the next minute, whenever you try to speak, pink bubbles will come pouring out of your mouth. You will be unable to communicate.
Did you bring enough to share with everyone? Apparently not.
I can only hope that the popping sound is actually coming through my microphone, because if it's not, it's way funnier on my end, everyone. Just imagine every time that I was saying something that popping sounds were happening, because I was doing it actually with my mouth. Damn this microphone. It's too good.
What the hell is happening?
Fun with bubbles. I don't know.
Riz at this point will just kind of like huff. He'll lay down and roll over with his face, like with his back to everybody, because he's not angry with you, but he's having like that pouting fit on his own, and then he'll just rest.
I guess just pout then.
I'm going to quietly just take my notebook out of my pouch on my belt and start making notes.
The blinding aura from you makes it difficult to write. But eventually it will die down. The grease will dissipate. The rain will become harder as the wind picks up, rocking the lean-to that you have created. The sound of the tarp flicking under the powerful gale as the thunder rolls and the lightning crashes. I need everybody to give me a straight D20 to see if you can indeed get a long rest. Kalira.
Sorry, I was finishing writing notes. Don't need that. I need this. Natural 20.
You are fine. You may take a long rest. Sure is.
I'm gonna say it's a 3 is not enough for a long rest.
The DC is 3, right on it. So you meet or beat. You may take a long rest.
Yay!
Tiami,
Dead.
long rest. And Winter,
19.
you take a long rest. Now I need all of you to give me an insight check. Did anybody get higher than a 13? Sure is. Winter, you both will come to the realization that you have a choice that you have to make. You limit the party's prowess and keep the pearl, or you get rid of the pearl and lose your map.
Are you actually making the thinking face in character, Alice?
Well, Winter is thinking, yeah. She's not the sharpest crayon in the shed, but she's not exactly dumb either. And she's realized one thing. Kalira has a notebook. Tiami's horns are I'm going to guess white color, right?
Mhm.
We haven't tried projecting the pearl on something that wasn't her horns. It might work.
Right. Or you could just copy it down from the horns, like
Right,
real
but like
quick.
a flat, even surface, you'd be
But-
able to like see the whole thing better. And then you could just draw pencil lines over the projected ones.
Right.
I can't see it, so I don't know.
Tyr, having watched her horns glow and whatnot, have we seen if it projects from the pearl, or if it's just when she's holding the pearl, her horns glow and the map is there, or?
Give me a history check to see if you paid enough attention.
Okay. Kalira's the nosy one, so she might have. It's not like Vampira. Vampira didn't pay attention to shit. So it's 10, that makes it 24.
I need everyone but Kalira to earmuff. Now I'm going to make them sit in suspense for a moment. Hi, how's it going?
Doing good. Have fun?
I am.
Good.
Pain's high, and I feel like I'm really, really off my game, but
I think we're all a little off from being off like at a routine. That's okay.
yeah. It does not project.
Okay.
When the pearl is removed, Tiami's horns just glow with details.
All right. Would it be reasonable to think that she could copy down what she sees on the horns while Tiami holds the pearl?
She can certainly try.
Okay.
Can I bring them back
I
now?
think we can bring them back now. So, from watching how the map appears on her horns, it's not really projected from the pearl. It's just when she's holding the pearl, it glows on her horns because it's magical. But if she's holding the pearl, I could try to copy him down.
Let's do that.
And then I'm gonna throw that pearl far, far away.
Oh, should you do that? You never know who might find it.
Oh, we should give it to the Wolf Guard guys. Because then they'll be the last people to have touched it. Because I've heard that sometimes that there's spells that you can like pick something up and be like, oh, the last person that touched this, I'm gonna go find them. Not for any weird reasons, but just to do it.
Okay, so there is one little problem. Your Highness, you are very, very tall, and I'm fun size. So either I need you to sit down or lay down, or I'm gonna need Shuriz to hold me up.
Okay. Well, she's sitting at this point, so pull the pearl out.
Pulling out the pearl will begin to glow, the lines appearing once more on Tiami's horns, making the map.
Kalira is going to do her best to copy down what she can see, maybe having Shriz hold her up so she can see the top part of the horns better. Because, again, she's 2'8".
However you need me to use, I am your crane. And they'll like kind of like a little belt, and then be able to just elevate and move you around.
Crane game, Kalira.
Tammy will
Kalira,
like
you
pose while you're doing it.
paint me like you French women. Kalira, you make a map beautifully, almost identical, until you look away. And when you look back, it's just scribbles on the paper.
Oh, it seems to be enchanted. I copied it down, but then it all went squiggly.
I have an idea. Give me a pencil.
Okay. Hand her my charcoal there.
Winter is going to just trace the lines on the horns.
You trace them through. The dark lines on the horns, they look beautiful. The moment you look away, they turn to scribble.
God damn it.
The realization sinks even deeper in. You have to pick. Limit your party's prowess and keep the pearl and get to your destination, or try your best to find your destination without the pearl. That is the conundrum that meets the party.
What if we keep the pearl for some of the time, just so we can get to somewhere, and then we meet somebody really nice, and they will know the area, and then they will tell us how to go the rest of the way.
Should we really be talking to strangers? We don't know who we can trust.
That's why we make friends with them.
But
I mean, these guys seem pretty friendly.
I don't know if I'd say friendly.
I mean, they're guarding us. I mean, are they guarding us? I don't see them.
Right. I guess we have to make our own way then.
Well, if they go with us and keep us safe, then we don't need to use magic for a little bit. And when we get where we're going, then we can send the pearl with them.
Right.
Bingo bongo.
Like I said, I can't see the map, so I don't know.
You might want to wash your horns.
She kind of scribbled on them.
I mean, Tiami was there with naked torque titties all in her face, doing it.
She might have been a bit distracted.
Oh right, Winter should probably get dressed again.
Oh, I need like an hour before we go anywhere this morning.
Okay. I mean, unless the wolf guard people make us move.
I just have to get a couple of things ready. Kalira will kind of poke her head out of the lean-to. Can she see the wolf guard?
No. The wolf guard said they would guard you till morning, and that's what they did.
Oh, so they're already gone.
They're gone.
Oh, well, that doesn't work. They already left.
They're gone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I wanted to say thank you. My mom always said to say thank you to people when they're nice.
Okay, well, I still need an hour.
You take your hour.
I'll pray. Well, what's going on?
I'll get breakfast
right.
together.
Kalira is going to get her alchemical supplies out and spend
Okay.
an hour tinkering so that she can make a new piece of chalk.
Okay.
All right. And there is something else I was going to do. Nope, that's not the one. Oh, so do any of you have a dagger? Does any of you
I
like,
do.
or I should say, does anyone like to throw daggers?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just going to make it so it could come back to your hand every time you threw it.
Can you do that to my trident?
Uh-huh. Here, I'm going to apply one of my infusions.
Okay.
Returning weapon. It grants a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with the weapon. And the weapon will return to the wielder's hand immediately after it is used to make a ranged attack.
Okay. How long does that last?
Until I remove the infusion or put the
Okay.
infusion on another item.
Make sure you note that it does give you the +1 to attack and damage.
Yep, yep.
Is it considered magical now?
I believe so.
Hell yeah.
So the question is the tinkering considered magic?
The making of the chalk?
Yes.
That would be up to you. She has to use her...
I'm going to roll to see if it triggers the pearl.
Okay.
High or low?
I hate this game. Low.
Low it is. I rolled a 3. Good job.
And the infusion was something she already had prepared, so it's just applied. There you go. Now, anytime you throw it, I'll come right back.
Sweet. She'll test it. She'll huck it
Roll a
at a tree.
d20.
Three.
You hit the tree, and it instantly comes back to your hand.
Her eyes are wide. Her mouth is open. Like she's just aghast in the most positive way possible.
It's at this time that there's a stone that Kalira has that will suddenly glow blue, and a voice will come through. Kalira, dear, where are you? We've not heard from you. How did the party go?
Uh-oh. That's my dad. He didn't get my other message.
Ooh, someone's in trouble.
She's gonna tap the stone. Something went wrong, but don't worry. I promise I'm gonna fix everything. I love you.
This time, you will hear a voice in your head as sending is cast from Da, not Dad. What has happened? What went wrong? Where are you?
The princess and I got framed. We're somewhere in the woods. We're gonna fix it, I promise. I love you, Da. And she's totally got like the pouty face, even though she knows he can't see her. Because if Da's doing it, she knows she's in trouble.
There will be no response. The morning is quickly passing you by. You all have made your prayers, prepared your spells, done your infusions. You have eaten breakfast. You all
Take down my
okay, take down your stuff. What? What do you want to do?
Let's go.
Follow the map.
Yeah, we should get
I
going.
can't. All right, I'll follow you.
So who's going to be the one to interpret the map?
Your Highness, can you lean down so I can see it?
Sure.
And I will do my best to read the map.
Okay.
And then go where it's directing us?
After you've spent some time walking through the forest, you begin to correlate the images on the map to the images around you. You will see that the winding game trail that you're on comes to a river. There's a fork in the river. One side flowing freely, the other flowing into grates. A man-made cavernous tunnel system The map tells you must go through the grates.
5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Tammy's gonna pull soap out of her bag and start washing her horns. There's a river. Then we can do whatever you want. All right.
Winter, I'm really sorry. I wish there was a way I could keep you dry.
Nah, I'll get over it.
So, Tyr, looking at the map on Tiami's horns, does it only bring us to this point, or does the map go further?
At this time, it only brings you to this point.
Go in, try it again. If it doesn't give us anything else, get rid of the pearl.
That might be the way to go. I guess.
All right. Try to move the grate.
I'll help.
I'm going to poke around and see if there's another way in other than just the grate.
All right. So for those trying to move the grate, I need athletics checks. For those investigating around it, I need investigation checks.
I kinged him for consistent rolls.
Kalira,
18?
you find that there is a door, a large metal door that would act as maybe a service entrance for maintenance. For the strength checks, what'd you guys get? Or athletics checks?
11.
9.
This grate is not moving.
Hey, I found a door.
Oh, that's way easier.
Great.
Ha!
No, that's a door.
Don't
Is the
make me
door-
smack you.
Tyr, looking around the door, does anything look suspicious about it?
Investigation check.
Ugh. 15?
Seems fine.
Does it appear to be locked?
Yes.
Okay, if it is locked, I think I have. I know I have proficiency with them, but do I have them? I do. I'm going to take out my thieves' tools. I'm going to look at everybody and go, shh, don't tell my dad. And I'm going to take out my thieves' tools and try to tinker with the lock.
All right. Give me a sleight of hand.
I'm going to try rolling you.
Because you're proficient with the tools, it should already give you your proficiency bonus on your character sheet under sleight of hand.
That's a 19 on the die, and I have a +8.
Easily. Click.
It comes in handy when I'm sneaking into my brother's rooms.
I was thinking of other things that would come in handy for.
Why
Keep
do
that
you
in mind?
It's really
why do you
great for
sneak
when.
into your brother's rooms?
Oh, because we play jokes on each other all the time. It really comes in handy when you lose the handcuff keys too.
That's my girl.
Right. And Chris is just gonna go through the door.
Entering the door, you will see that there is a walkway on either side of this water throughway that comes through. It is absolutely disgusting. The stench is so foul. The walls are slimy and gross. The walkway itself is covered with feces and maggots and rats. It is absolutely disgusting.
Winter's gonna retch. I'm going to spare the audience my imitation of what that sounds like.
Oh, no, too. Claire's a sympathetic puker.
Right. Okay.
I'm really glad I'm not wearing my nice clothes.
Me
Mine
too.
got ruined in the grease, so.
He's gonna very tentatively and begrudgingly and cautiously, because he doesn't want to slip on these slick stairs, enter into this disgusting room, head down the stairs.
And so you enter. As you come to the last step, to your right is the grate. To your left, the tunnel extending into a maw of darkness.
Gonna hold the pearl again and see if it gives us anything else.
It does.
So, like, the map changes?
There's words.
Oh. Oh, can you lean a little closer?
Find where the savage throne sits.
Find where the savage throne sits.
Is that a toilet reference?
Oh, I hope not. That's really yucky.
What the hell is the savage throne?
Is there anything else here? Any other images or just the words?
Nope.
It doesn't say anything else. I guess we go down the tunnel?
Awesome.
She's going to take out a little vial of perfume and try to dab just a tiny bit under her nose.
So now you smell shit and perfume.
Tammy's gonna pull out her lantern and put oil in it, light it. Light.
Do you want me to go first, or okay? And with his nose, hold it out in front of him. Everybody hold hands. If you need to, you can hold on to the back of my shirt, or if you want, I can put one of you on my shoulders.
Please don't grab my tail.
I don't think being on your shoulders is a good idea.
At this point, I don't think there's anything worse that could happen to me.
Oh, I don't want to throw up on you.
That's not even close to what could be worse.
I could think of a
Just
few things.
Go.
He'll start trudging along.
You all make your way through this winding series of tunnels, through filth and muck and gore. The water becoming more sludge than free-flowing liquid. Rats, some large as dogs, gnawing on remains of something.
I miss Casimir.
I wonder if I made a saddle big enough if I could ride one.
I thought those didn't exist.
No, those are just ordinary sized rats.
And you will come to a room that is so out of place amongst this filth. The walls, mosaic tile. And after our break, I'll tell you what that mosaic tile is. So, Thank you for hanging out, guys. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. We got to get our snickety snacks, our drinks of choice, and all that. Hope everybody's having fun, and we'll be back. Welcome back. Thanks so much for hanging out while we got our snickety snacks, our beverages of choice. Before we left, the party had made it through the night without dying when they almost died, but I am a benevolent DM. They had made it into the sewers, into the wonderful, filthy, horrible, grotesque sewers. Finding a room in the sewers that is so out of place as it looked to one time have been beautiful before the sewers. Mosaic tiles depicting a woman sitting on a throne, lightning bolts charging from the throne, scattering around the rest of the room, running into each of the four corners, sconces on each of the four corners.
Think this is a Savage Throne.
Does it appear to me that it might be the Savage Throne?
Given that you all have no idea what the Savage Throne is, it's hard to say.
That's fair.
So do I sit on it or?
Oh no, it's just an image. It's mosaic tile work,
Oh.
depicting an image.
Hey, hold up that doohickey again.
Nothing.
So the walls got the mosaic tile. What about the rest of the room? Is it dirty too?
Yeah, there's about 6 inches of sludge on the floor.
So it makes that nice sound every time you move your feet.
Shariz,
Yes,
would you pick me up? It's like up to my knees.
but of course. And he does the coil thing and just pops her right onto his shoulder.
Who at all?
Does not. There are fates worse than death he has found. One of them is this.
I promise after we're done with the pearl, I'll prestidigitate your clothes. I'm so sorry.
That's
I just
okay.
can barely walk in it.
Maybe
I mean,
we can.
It's not showing anything now. I think we can just tuck it in the water.
Maybe at some point you can teach me how to mend things. I would assume you know that how to do that.
I mean, I know how to use a sewing kit.
That is kind of what I'm looking for. But anyway, let's go into this room.
Rose, I can do mending some days, just not today. Are we all voting to get rid of this?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
maybe we should make sure we're in the right place first.
Winter's just gonna poke the throne mosaic on the wall.
Like just poking it or investigating it?
Poking it, like physically putting her finger to the mosaic tile.
Give me a flat D20. Let's see if luck is with you.
16?
That beats my 14. As your finger smushes through the filth and gunk that's accumulated on the walls, that squishing, you feel an indentation.
Throw away the pearl now.
Okay.
Well, why? What did you find?
Prestidigitate the wall. Or however it's pronounced. Whatever.
But
Nose.
if you just threw the pearl on the floor, it's still in the room with us.
Oh, how it stinks. Wiping away, you see that there is 4 pearls in the crown. The middle one missing.
Takes his trunk and just kind of flicks it.
Do you have a pearl in your bag?
Oh, actually, I do. But I have a funny feeling we need that pearl.
I chucked it.
Good thing the gunk is more like gunk and probably caught it, like if you were to catch a ball. Have you ever thrown something at something sticky and it just sits into it? You've ever?
No, but
And Siraj,
I've thrown globs of mud at my brothers.
it's similar, but he'll
Have you
start
ever
doing
landed in snow?
like that. Yeah, exactly like that. And he's gonna start investigating to find this fucking pearl
Give me
in
an
the
investigation
sludge.
check.
Oh hell yeah! Flat 17.
It takes a few minutes rooting through the feces and filth, the stale water, but you do find the pearl. Putting the pearl in the wall, instantly the doorway slams a metal barricade. Thung! As you hear the sound of running water as the filth and stuff begins to rise.
Destined to be in prison.
As it gets to your chest, it will stop. You will hear
Who's
Whoosh.
all different heights?
I'm really glad I'm on Chariz's shoulder right now.
I'm like, who's chest? Because we're all different heights.
Average.
Okay.
If
Probably
if
at
I
least
wasn't
the
on
twerks.
if I wasn't on Chariz's shoulder, I'd be under it. All right. So
Oh, well, see, the kush that you heard was the floor suddenly opening and you all submerging, being flushed, if you will, into another hallway. Pristine white marble. Clean water flowing along the pathway. Magic torches lighting the hallway.
Ugh. Winter is going to just pick herself up off the floor, because I imagine she landed rather unceremoniously. And, try and sling the gunk out of her fur. Her armor is pristine, by the way. Her armor is pristine, the rest of her isn't.
You said there's clear flowing water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiami is stripping down and going to flash herself with the water.
All right.
You want to clean Kalira?
uh-huh.
Let you get off of his shoulder and put you down.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I figured I fell off in the flush.
That's fair. He's probably just sitting next to you. He's it's like shock, but not really shock. He's just in disbelief, pure disbelief that is happening to him. These are the adventures that his mom went on. These are the kinds of adventures that his mom went on. That's what he just keeps telling himself in his head.
If there's no negative effects from splashing with the water, Tiami's gonna full out bathe. Like, she's done. She's done. She's getting her pot out of her bag and soap and dumping water over her hair, soaping up. She's done. Ew.
And you get clean.
Soap.
Yes, please. Chris going to take a bath.
I have a strange feeling that we're going to get dirty again sooner than we'd like. I'm just gonna wait until we're completely out of here.
Tiami's gonna put on the common clothes that they gave us that she was like, ew. No. Okay. Cool. Clean up the armor as good as she can and put that on just in case, but
Kalira's going to raise her hands to prestidigitate her clothes and then wait. Do you think it's safe?
I don't know.
Let me try. And he'll wave his trunk over his clothes.
And they prestidigitate.
Oh, good. At least my clothes are clean. But I don't think I will ever feel clean again.
Wait, what did you want to mend? I can do mending today. I'm wrong.
No, I just want to learn how to.
Oh.
Maybe when I'm stronger, like I've conquered something big and it feels like I've gained, like, I don't know, achievement in my life. Maybe at that point I could like learn how to mend stuff from you.
Or if we get flushed 3 or 4 more times.
I don't think flushing is ever going to get the clean. I will never be clean again.
I'm gonna prestidigitate my clothes.
Okay.
And my backpack.
So you have behind you a wall. Above you, the ceiling has closed from where you came in. So there's one way to go straight ahead.
Time to go. He'll get up and start walk. He himself is not clean, but his clothes are pristinely clean.
Sure as being the first to go, you will travel about 10 steps and the image will appear before you. A elderly man leaning on a staff. Welcome, welcome. You have entered the maze of nightmares, the resting place of the Everdark. I pray your safety sees you through.
Great.
The Everdark's what we want, right?
Great. First shit, now nightmares. I'm never gonna be clean again.
Wait, we have to go through a maze now? When did mazes get brought into this?
Isn't the Everdark what we want?
Yes.
Then that's good news. Let's go.
Okay.
Can you imagine anything more horrific than this?
No, I thought
Yeah.
I could at one point, but now I don't think I will ever be clean again.
Stay still young, Cupcake.
At least you're not poor.
Shiraz, are you sure you don't at least want to wash your trunk?
I'm never gonna be clean again.
I just figure since you smell through it.
Oh, that's fair. And he'll like kind of scoop up some of the water, and the equivalent of like swishing water around in your mouth and gargling it. He does it with his trunk, and then just kind of does it above him, so that it rains like it looks pretty, but it's just nose
The
water.
filthy shit that was in your nose comes
You're
flying
not
out.
rocketing your trunk.
Yeah, pretty much. That's better. Now it doesn't smell as bad. Still smells pretty bad though. I'm never gonna be clean again. And he's gonna keep walking forward through the illusion of the old man.
As you walk, you come to a set of steps leading down. They are enclosed steps, so you can't see what lies beyond them. But you do see the white, beautiful marble and the reflection of what appears might be water dancing on the marble.
Right. Well, you went on my shoulders again.
I think I'll pass.
Okay.
I like you, Shiraz, but you're kind of smelly right now.
Oh, I'm never gonna be clean again.
You would be if
You
took a
had the
bath.
opportunity.
Baths are for rich people. I'm an adventurer now. Now I have to live outside. I have to bring my own bowl to things. And I have to deal with so much literal shit. I'm never gonna be clean again. And he
Winter's
walks
just-
forward.
Winter's just gonna come up real close behind him and just be like, "Yeah, you're saying that you're a poor adventurer now, right? So you don't really need that bag of gems, do you? If you're
You touch
poor."
this bag of gems, I will thump you so hard on the top of your head, you will buckle your knees, and your tail will break. And he walks forward down the stairs. I'm never gonna be
GG.
clean again.
Does everyone else go down the steps?
Yeah.
Coming down the steps, you will see a waterway that is running east to west. The one that you left was running north to south. As with the other, there are two running walkways. These looked to be white when you first stepped down, but now that you're down on them, they're blue, almost royal blue, with gold inlay. And there in the water is several spots of glowing orbs, deep, with a small fog coming across the top of the water, and a bridge with torches every so often leading over this.
Time to go over the bridge.
Well,
To
now,
help.
wait a moment.
Mhm.
Shouldn't we check it first?
To see that it's a bridge, or
Well, the man in the image said this is a maze of nightmares, right? There might be traps and
yes.
things.
Oh, right.
Look, I might not have gotten out much, but my dad and Da told me a lot about everything that they did. And they always said to be extra careful, especially in places where you're not familiar.
Right. 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 You then you first, then. I'm never gonna be clean again.
Kalira is going to reach into her pouch and pull out a pair of brass piercework glasses.
Okay.
And when she puts them on, if you've ever seen somebody look at you through a magnifying glass, the way it makes their eye look huge, she's going to
Yes.
put them on. This is her magnifying glass that Tira's let me stylized as a pair of big piercework brass glasses. And she's going to start investigating the bridge.
Investigation check.
$18?
You do not find any traps, if that's what you're looking for.
Yes. So she'll take a couple of steps onto the bridge very tentatively. And look at the floor ahead of her again. Does it still look safe?
Mm-hmm.
She'll go a little further. She's basically going to repeat this process all the way across the bridge, where she's going to stop, check, continue.
Okay.
How long
Before
is the
you,
bridge?
the bridge is approximately 40 feet.
Okay, I'll let her get all the way across then. If it was too long, I was going to start following her.
So is anybody
This is-
following her, or?
It sure is.
Winter's waiting to see if she makes it all the way across first.
Kalira, as you reach the other side of the bridge, you will hear splashing. Two giant glowing toads land in front of you. A third lands at the beginning of the bridge behind you. I need everyone to please roll initiative and join me in Owlbear Rodeo.
Dag me beat.
All right. So we'll start with you, Clara. Initiative.
9.
Sure is.
I also got a 9.
All right. Winter.
16.
And Tiami. What was that, dear? This dice has been rolling really high, so I'm going to use it to roll their initiative. All right, we will start with the giant toads. The first one looking at you, Kalira. Its tongue lashing out. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Hey,
you will
that's
take
important.
You will take 7 points of damage.
Sorry, I need just a second. Apparently my hit points reset when I long rested, and now they're suddenly way lower than they were before.
Okay, go ahead and fix. Because you're going to need them for what's about to come.
Dear Tears Dice, please stop trying to kill us. Thankfully, yours.
Okay, are you ready? Kalira, because you are a smaller creature, you fall within the parameters of this creature's attack. The world goes dark as you find yourself restrained.
Could you try again?
Shut up, Siri. You've just been swallowed. The next one will attack you, Shariz. That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
You will take 7 points of damage. You're too large to swallow.
I bet I am.
I walked into that one.
Phrasing.
The third one will rush towards you, Tiami. That is a natural 20.
Damn.
Ooh.
That is 14 points of damage.
There we go.
You displeased door.
And that will bring up Winter.
All right. Winter is going to step up closer to number 3, being the one that's still at the start of the bridge and she has not crossed it yet. And she's gonna swing at it with her longsword.
All right, go ahead and make that attack roll.
That is an 17. I can do math.
17 does hit.
Yay. I need this. Eight.
8 points of damage.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that your attack?
Yes.
Okay. That will bring up Kalira.
Okay, so I have a question. I've been swallowed. What are my options?
Well,
Like, can I cast
You
a
are-
spell or anything like that?
you are blinded and restrained. So by restrained, your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and you automatically fail or have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So you can indeed cast magic
Okay.
as restraint.
In my moment of panic, as something has just swallowed me whole, I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness.
Okay.
It is a roll to hit spell.
Your attack rolls have disadvantage, just so you're aware, because you're restrained.
Understandable. Okay. So that's 13? No, 14, sorry. I can't math today.
14 hits.
Woohoo! All right, so he's going to take 2d8 poison damage. Right?
Okay.
Oh, and has to make a Constitution saving throw. So it's 8 points of poison damage.
Okay. 17 on the con save.
Okay, that beats my 15, so he's not poisoned.
Okay.
But it does take the 8 points of poison damage.
All right. Is that your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
Sure is.
Shariz is going to use his movement to step up between number 1 and number 2. I'm assuming that Kalira is inside of number 1, right? Okay. Just want to... So I can see that. Okay. And then he's going to punch number 1 and be like, hey, let go of my friend!
Okay.
He's gonna swing on him. That's 21.
21 hits.
And then 4 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is all I've got.
All right. That will bring up Tiami.
Okay. So I'm going to try to hit number 3 with my brass knuckles, and I'm pretty sure I missed. I don't know.
1 second. Tiami, did you give yourself a long rest? Because you're showing you only have 10 hit points on here.
Because I just got hit with 14 points.
Oh, that would explain it. Sorry, I'm starving. I usually don't eat on stream. I'm starving, so I'm over here feeding my face and halfway paying attention.
That was only a 10, so I'm pretty sure I missed.
10 does miss. That'll bring us back to the frogs. Clara, you will take 10 points of acid damage. Number 2 will attack you. Sure is. That will miss unless your armor class is lower than a 6.
It is not.
Number 3 attacking Tiami. That will miss unless your armor class is lower than a 4. There's those good old tier rolls. Number 1 will attack Shariz. And that will miss. All right, Winder, you're up.
Second verse, same as the first, with a mouthful of candy corn this time. Because yes, audience, I'm one of those horrible people that actually likes candy corn. Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh! It's not a nat 20, but it's darn close. What's 19 plus 6?
25.
That's the ticket.
Being a fighter, do you crit on 19?
Actually, hold on.
Some fighters do, some fighters don't.
I don't think she does yet, maybe? Hold on. I don't believe so. Or
Okay.
at least I'm not finding it on the sheet, so I'm going to say no.
It would be prominent on the sheet.
Yeah, I don't think she has that ability unless she's two-handed wielding one of her weapons, but she's not.
Okay.
So that's just 25.
That hits.
And that'll be 9 damage.
All right. That will bring up Kalira.
Sorry, you caught me putting a chicken nugget in my mouth. All right. I don't really have a lot of options from where I'm at, so I'm gonna try Ray of Sickness again.
All right.
Because what else are you gonna do when you're in the stomach of a frog? I rolled 2 7s. Plus 7, so 14.
That hits.
All right. Do-do-do-do.
Con save of 12.
Right, so he's going to be poisoned. 13 points of poison damage, and he will now suffer the poison condition until the end of my next turn.
All right. And does it give you what the poison condition is?
No, it's just he's poisoned. So whatever it says in the player's handbook for conditions and stuff. Sorry, brain went blah. I usually have
Poison
that kind of
country.
thing.
They have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. All right. That will bring up Shariz.
Chavez is going to look at number one and be like, "No, seriously, let go of my friend." And this time his nose is gonna flick a little bit, twitch a little bit, and that arcane focus is gonna light up, and he's gonna cast Firebolt at it. It's a cantrip.
Okay.
That's a 14
That hits.
for that could have been so much more. But for 3 fire damage.
It looks hurt.
That
your
is
turn?
Crispy
that's the end of
frog.
my turn.
Tiami.
All right, gonna try again. Let's see if I can punch it. No. I got a 7.
Is that with your attack bonus?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, but you didn't roll a 1.
Right.
Okay. No, 7 misses. Top of the round. Kalira, you will take 6 points of acid damage. Number 1 will attack you, Shariz. 17.
That will hit.
That'll be 7 points of damage. Number 2 will attack. 12.
12 just barely misses.
And number 3 will attack you, Winter, as you have been inflicting pain on it. 17. You're muted, Winter.
Thank you. That will hit, and I would like to use my parry.
Okay. What is that?
I can use 1 superiority die to reduce the damage by the number that I roll. on the die +1.
Okay. My question is Winter considered medium or large?
She's considered medium.
Okay, so please roll your parry, and then the world goes dark.
Mhm. I need a... hold on just one moment. Right, I would only roll 1. Correct. Okay. That'll be an 8 plus the 1 is 9 to reduce the damage.
So you will
by...
take no damage,
Awesome. But
but you
now
are
I've...
swallowed
Oh my.
and restrained. It'll be your turn. You will take 10 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
And what would you like to do?
Can I try and make an attack while I'm restrained?
You can, but it's with disadvantage.
I will endeavor to try. I don't think a 9's gonna hit.
9 will not hit. Kalira.
Yes, sir.
You're up.
All right. I was over here weighing my options. And I don't have a lot. Gonna use my last spell slot. Try one more ray of sickness.
Alrighty.
Well, 7 again. 7 is the lowest again, so that's another 14. That one die keeps
That'll
rolling
hit.
7s. All right. So that is going to be 11 points of poison damage, and he needs a DC 15 con save.
No, he doesn't. He has 11 hit points.
Okay.
So he is dead.
Am I still stuck?
You can extend 5 feet of movement to crawl out of the creature.
I will absolutely.
One way or the other.
I will absolutely crawl back out his mouth.
Roll a d4. It's dark. You're disoriented. Let's see which way you come
I
out.
figured I wouldn't fit the other way. Have to pass through his entire intestinal tract.
Rip and tear until it is done.
That's a 4.
You're fine.
Oh, see? I knew that doing all that stuff would let it go of my friend.
Right. That's what happened.
I was muted. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. That will bring up Shariz.
No, my other fine friend, turning to the other frog. It's time for you to go. He's gonna cast a level 1 magic missile. It is 4. It says 3 of them. 3d4 plus 1s. 1, 2, 3. That'll be for 15 damage.
All right.
As he points his trunk at it and says, "Magic missile!" And
You know what I'm going to ask for now, don't you?
yeah, D20 to see if I roll a 1. Yeah. Not today. It's a 15.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. Tiami.
She's gonna look at the frog in front of her and say, please just die in Orcish and cast Toll of the Dead. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
12.
Okay, this will be funny because these things have 0 wisdom modifiers. I rolled a 4.
Alright. So it takes, sadly, only 2 points of necrotic damage, but still. And it hears the bell sound in the air.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Number 2 will attack. Let's roll the dice. It has 2 targets. Kalira. Seven.
Thankfully, that is below my armor class. However, if I'm playing fair, she's laying on the ground, so she is in prone position.
Five.
Oh, thank goodness.
Number 3 is going after you, Tiami. Winner, you will take 6 points of acid damage. I'm sorry, Tiami. That's another nat 20. That's 14 points of damage.
I'm down.
You bastard.
All right, that'll bring up Winner.
Gonna try kill it from the inside again. Maybe hopefully I can slash all the way through it and just rah out of its skin, but 14.
14 hits.
Yes. Seven.
7 points of damage. Nice. Is that your turn?
Yes. Is it dead yet?
Negative. That will bring up Kalira.
No! She's going to throw her hand up like she's going to cast something over toward Tiami and realize she can't. And she'll start using her movement. I've only got 25 feet of movement, so that's only going to get me to about... It's only going to get me a little more than halfway across the bridge. And she's going to pull out her sling and sling an invisible pebble, because her sling makes its own ammo.
Okay.
14? Because 10 plus 4, yeah, that's 14.
That hits.
My dice like 14 tonight, y'all. I don't know what's going on there. And that is 5 points of damage. And then the piece of ammunition will vanish once it hits. And that's it.
All right. That will bring up Shariz.
Shariz is going to. Shariz is just gonna be like, "This is for my friends. You hurt my friends." And he's just gonna again unarmed strike onto this giant frog in front of him. That is a natural 20. So he will deal 8 bludgeoning damage.
On
Happy
number 2.
octopus.
On number 2, yes.
He looks hurt. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All righty. Tiami, death save, please. D20, you need 10 or higher.
Teen.
Give me a memory that would help Tiami fight to stay alive.
Probably for her, actually the first time she got to go to the temple and she felt her goddess talk to her.
All right, excellent. That one's dead. Number 2 will strike out at sure is 9.
To respond in German, 9.
All right. Number 3 is not going to attack Tiami in her prone form. Instead, it charges Kalira.
Oh, that's gotta be fun for Winter.
It was cocked between 20 and I rolled it again. It rolled a 4 for a total of 8.
That misses, thankfully.
Winter will take 6 points of acid damage. That will bring up Winter.
For realsies this time. $13?
13 hits.
Yes. $8.
Man, what is it with y'all tonight? It has exactly 8 hit points left. So it will perish. Do you spend the 5 feet to crawl out?
Yes.
Roll a 1d4.
Are you sure? Because Winter's... I mean, she's... Okay. I don't think she'd fit the other direction.
Rip and tear until it is done.
4!
All right, you're fine.
Out through the mouth.
All right, Kalira.
Clear is going to finish now that that one's down. I believe I have enough movement. I think she's within. I have just enough movement to finish making my way back down across the bridge to Tiami so that I can attempt a medicine check to try to stabilize her.
All righty, give me that medicine check.
Okie dokie. Here goes. $18 plus 7. So 25.
All right. She is stabilized.
And that does what? I get 1? Or I'm at 0.
You're at 0, but you're stable.
Okay.
You don't have to make any more death saves.
Awesome.
It doesn't revive you, but it keeps you from dying.
Works for
No,
me.
that will bring up Shariz.
Quit beating up my friends! He's gonna just keep using his Luxodon fists on this thing. That is a...
Oh shit! I broke my own rule of vaping while we were playing. I'm sorry, guys. We don't vape while we play anymore. I'm just so excited in the moment to just.
I say dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
For 4 bludgeoning damage.
All righty. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. That will bring us to Winter.
It will?
Yeah, Tiami's unconscious but stable.
I thought I was after the frogs.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't going to have that attack. And it will attack. On your character sheet, Shiraz, what size are you listed as?
I am large, I believe. Let me double check for you to let you know. I am technically medium, but I have an actual thing in my features and traits that says I'm big. Powerful build. I count as one size larger when determining carrying capacity and weight when I push, pull, drag, or lift. So I will leave it up to you. I'm technically considered powerful build.
Yep, that is for those specific things. Will an 11 hit?
11 will not.
All right. Now it's up to Winter.
All right. Just gotta do a quick little measurement. Perfect. Winter is going to run up to number 2 next to Shariz. And she is tired of these mother flippin' frogs near this mother flippin' bridge. 14.
14 hits.
8 again.
All right. It looks pretty damaged, but it's still going. That'll bring up Kalira.
Oh dear. There's nothing I can do to revive Tiami, unfortunately. And I don't have a clear shot, so she is just going to focus on trying to keep Tiami stable for the moment.
Okay. Sure is.
He's same first, second. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna punch the fuck out of this frog. A 14
14 hits.
for force bludgeoning.
And it had 4 hit points left.
Hell yeah.
That will end the last threat. Silence will fall over the chamber. The battle ended. One of your comrades, unconscious but stable now, thanks to the quick thinking of Kalira. You are battered, you are bruised, but you have had your first real taste of adventuring, your first real taste of what the real world holds. And this is where we're going to take our second break. So remember to hang out, guys. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Snickety snacks and all that. We'll be back. Welcome back. Thanks so much for hanging out while we went and got our snickety snacks, our beverages of choice, handled things. Before we went, the party had trudged through the sewers. They had been engulfed by the filth therein until they found themselves to the beginning of the Maze of Nightmares. Crossing the bridge over crystal waters, they were attacked by giant toads, some of them being swallowed. The combat ensued, Tiami falling unconscious, but the party was victorious. It is now time for the party to level up and take a long rest.
Oh, okay. That'll save me having to scream for Shariz.
Woo! Yeah, because I also don't have that spell that you think that I would have, but I don't.
Cure wounds?
Yeah, I don't have that.
So, this is the only time that you will level up in game.
How to level.
After this, all your level up will be done at the end of sessions.
Nice.
The water trickles, runs softly through this causeway, this bridge leading to the other side, a set of steps going up.
Winter.
Here you are
sorry.
resting. So please make sure that you do take a long rest. I'm giving you this as a gift. Now, what is Winter doing?
Oh, she's just gonna look vaguely in the direction that the frogs were and just hiss at them because she's really not having a great 48 hours.
Hey,
What is the... Go ahead, Shrews.
Oh, I was gonna ask. So while we're doing this rest, Shariz is gonna come up to Winter and be like, "Hey, so like, I really want to be able to use like weapons and stuff, but I'm not like really good at that. Do you think you could like help me? Like, what do you know how to use that I could learn from you?"
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Winter.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Like Winter, what, like you look like you're scrappy and fighty, and I don't know how to use any weapons. Think you could like teach me?
Do you have any weapons?
No.
Then I can't really teach you.
Well, but I mean, like, what if I got like, what do you know how to use, and then like you could teach me how to use those things?
Winter's just gonna stare at him blankly because the trident that's on her back is fairly in view. The sword on her hip is fairly in view, and the crossbow she has is also fairly in view. Like, just gonna motion to all of it and be like, "This is what I know how to work with."
So, like, would you say like that's like a long sword, a heavy crossbow, and that's a trident on your back, you see? And what do you know anything else? What else do you work with?
That's pretty much it.
Oh, do you like know how to like use like a whip?
Well, not outside the bedroom.
Well, I mean that's fair. What about do you know how to use like a regular longbow instead of just a crossbow?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, so like think for a second. If I were to use a big crossbow, could I use a little crossbow too? Are they like the same
Yeah,
thing? Cool,
it'd probably be easier.
cool, 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 cool,
Smaller
cool.
usually means the weight of pulling it back is less, so they generally be easier to work with.
Right, 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 right. Well, cool. Well, thanks. I just wanted to know. Um, thanks.
You're welcome.
Above table, Shariz has gotten an ASI, and I took the Weapon Master's feat, and to make it more flavorful, I wanted him to learn from someone, and you're the scrappiest.
So, having rested, you'll notice that the stairs that you came down are gone. There is only a wall, the bridge, and the stairs across the bridge. And the bridge looks like it's fading, like it's not as much as it once was.
Kalira's kind of been quietly crying to herself. But noticing the bridge. Do you all get the feeling we have to get going?
Yes.
Damn, and I was just starting to like sitting right here.
Why would you like sitting right here?
It was never mind.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
Onward.
Do you want to ride on my shoulders again?
Are you still covered in
Aren't you
poo?
still covered in poo?
He prestidigitates his clothes.
With just his clothes.
Yeah, it's just as close. He can only technically clean clothing and non-human items, or non-living items, not human.
No thanks. I think I'll walk right now.
Okay.
Well, Her Highness is all pristine. You could ride on her shoulders. Hold on to those horns like a pair of handles.
No, I think I'm okay to walk right now.
Okay.
It's
I
just
am
the
such a
face you're
bastard.
making.
I have to say I'm disappointed that I haven't gotten more you bastards tonight.
Hey,
But
you
I have
actually got
time.
me to say one.
Yes, but I have time. So did we cross the bridge?
Yeet.
Crossing the bridge, you see the stairwell before you leading upward. And engraved over the top in all languages, abandon all faith in light and love, for only death and darkness exist ahead.
Cheery.
Why?
I love how pissed off Tiami's getting about everything.
Onward. Let's go.
Okay.
I mean,
Is
are you
everybody good?
okay? You okay, Galera?
I'm not okay. None of this is okay. I got swallowed by
Oh,
a frog, and my princess nearly died, and I have no idea what we're supposed to do.
well, I think in these types of situations, really the only thing you can do is just keep going forward, and hopefully you run into something that is good.
Tammy's gonna turn around to Kalira and go, "Come here, it's okay." And cast Calm Emotions.
Fair.
It's a charisma saving throw if you want to fight it, but
Nah. I think she'd welcome it, to be honest.
magical Xanax. Let's go.
Sorry about that. This just all been a little overwhelming.
I
I'm
understand.
such a bastard.
Let's go. We'll process later. We can have a good cry fest, get our nails done, but later.
Okay, that sounds fine.
I know what's coming next. I am a bastard.
You know, the worst part is, I think as the player, I know what's coming next because I played this through with a different group with you. But poor Kalira has no idea.
So I ran a one shot to say thank you for helping the people that helped me move. And if y'all remember back at the first episode of Bloodlines, Kalira was accused of stealing these stones because Chalk was there. Well, in the one shot, I had Ren's character plant the chalk. So I had basically Ren frame themselves because I am a bastard. And the purse puppy is not on this. The purse puppy is still with the Lady of the Emerald.
That's why I said I missed Casimir.
So, do we venture up the steps?
Yeah.
Venturing up the steps, you will come to a hallway that is approximately 40 feet long. Every 10 feet there are golden sconces with blue flames, causing a beautiful azure glow to engulf the white marble. Seeing ahead, you see that there is an intersection, that this is a T. You're heading north. You can go east or west once you reach the end of this. Reaching the end of it, looking down the left hallway, you will see more hallway. Looking down the right, you see disembodied hands on bronze plaques, each in different poses, lining the walls on both sides.
How much you want to bet we need the hands?
That would be pretty helpful.
No, we're not going for helping hands. I vote for infinite hallway.
Okay. I just have a feeling we're gonna end up back at the hands. You go, I'll follow.
Should we check first?
That's a good idea. Right. Traps, right.
Okay. Put on her magnifying glasses again, so once again her eyes look gigantic, like when someone looks at you through a magnifying glass. And check the entry into the hall.
All right, give me an investigation check.
21.
21. Now, as you guys know, I base these skill checks based on your characters' backstories and their actual applied skills. It's not a universal thing. For example, a rogue will have a higher chance of spotting a trap than an artificer will with a pair of magnifying glasses. However, you do find a pressure plate in the center of the floor.
Oh dear. There's a pressure plate here. This isn't my specialty.
So do we push it or we don't push it?
I would think we don't push it.
All voting for not pushing it.
I
Okay.
The ayes
Let's
have it.
avoid it.
She's gonna stand up, reach in her pocket, and pull out a couple of ball bearings and roll them down the hall.
Roll a D100.
Okay. Like, this is probably gonna go badly, but why not? She's nosy. She's curious. She wants to know what's going to happen. 44?
Nothing happens.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I say let's just not stand on it. Oh, wait. I think I know something. Hang on. And I actually learned find traps. So I'm going to cast find traps. You sense the presence of any trap within range that is in line of sight. A trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which was specifically intended as such by its creator. Thus, the spell would sense an area affected by an alarm spell, a glyph of warding, a mechanical pit trap, but not any natural weakness in the floor, unstable ceiling, or a hidden sinkhole.
What's the range?
120 feet.
The pressure plate that Kalira found will illuminate to your eyes only as a trap. You will see down the hallway several other pressure plates or glowing traps in various locations.
Okay. So follow me. And then I'm gonna try to avoid those spots.
Right.
Given that you have the find traps and this is a large hallway, it is easy to make your way to the end of the hallway. You see a door, black, some sort of material, not wood, not stone, but something black. The door handle is the skeletal remains of a hand. The door knocker is a cleaved skull with a brass ring in its teeth.
Considering I'm the one that can heal the best, does somebody else want to touch this?
Right. Okay. And he'll grab a hold of the knocker and knock on the door because he's polite.
How many times?
He knocks 3 times.
Toom, toom, toom. You're engulfed in darkness. There is a thin red line that appears as the door begins to open. The red line growing into a view down a grisly hallway. The floor and walls are stitched flesh. You see horrific faces and agonizing poses. You see the various body parts that where these people have been skinned. And just like the hallway behind you, hands in various positions. You will feel something at your back. Something that brings discomfort at first, but then starts to bring pain. There are growing thorns leaching down the hallway, pulsating as they attempt to consume you.
I guess into the weird flesh room it is.
Into the weird flesh room.
Stepping into the weird flesh room, the floor squeaks. Squeak, 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 squeak. Bits of blood and gore fizzer up. You hear disjointed laughing from several different places above you. Looking up, you see more faces. These are talking. Welcome. Welcome. It is time to play a game. You must pass the riddle. Which of you will play?
Hey, princess, how good were you with your tutors?
Okay.
You, purple one, Kalira.
Yeah?
How are you in school?
Oh, I was kind of a nerd. My dad's a professor.
I think we found our contestant.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is all very disturbing.
Good thing we did calm emotions, right?
Wish we were at home. I could just pout and someone to do it for me.
Not smart enough for that.
I grew up in a brothel. I don't know what to tell you.
I guess I'm playing.
Then understand the rules, child.
Okay.
The floor will rip apart. Sharp, bony spikes will raise up around you, almost like a cage. Get the riddle wrong, and you are devoured.
Oh. I've already been eaten today. Can we just not?
You cannot keep me until you have given me. What am I?
This is the part where the fact that the player is really bad at riddles makes this hard.
Well, y'all can work together.
I'm sitting there going, I should know this, and I can't remember what the answer is.
What about thanks? You gotta give thanks before you can get thanks, right?
But it said keep it. You don't keep things.
I don't know. This room's freaking me out, man.
I was gonna say love, but that doesn't seem right.
My first thought was trust, but that doesn't quite fit.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you this. You're on the right path with trust. What's something you keep when you give?
Wait, what about your word?
Well, not everyone keeps their word.
But you gotta give it first in order to keep it.
That's a good point.
A promise?
It is time to answer.
Sorry if you get devoured. I know it's been only a short amount of time, but I just wanted you to know that you're really attractive. And if we weren't family, well, that's weird to think about, but we're family, so.
We're really not family. Is it your word?
It is. You may pass.
Ooh.
And this is where we're going to pause for the evening. Because I am in so much pain that I'm about to literally sit here and cry. I have reached my limit for tonight. I hope that those of you watching enjoyed. I know that it was a little different than how I normally. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. I want to thank you all for being at my table, and I hope you all had fun playing. So for now, let's remind people who we are, where they can find us, and let's get the hell out of here.
Hi, everyone. Again, I am Alice, the voice of Winter, who is regretting not going down the Helping Hands corridor at the moment. And you can find me on Twitter at Captain Cupcake.
Christina, the voice of Tiami, who's already just about died today, and she's just done. Whatever. Eat her. It sounds like the most fun she's had all week. And you can find me on Twitter at TMOSCoola.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Patrick, the voice of Charisse. And you can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley, the voice of Kalira, and you can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
And I'm Tyr the DM. I was the bastard that orchestrated all this shit tonight. And you can find me on Twitter at Tyr_the_DM. Remember, guys, times get tough and things get hard. Darkness comes, but you're not alone. Remember, there are people out there that love you. They will be your strength and your light. Let them. Remember that love and inclusion, these are the torches that light a path to a better tomorrow. Come join us and be torchbearers. And until next time, live a life to make yourself proud. We love you guys.